the memory she is trying to access is causing conflicts with her current level of awareness. If she tries to remember, she will not be able to maintain her mental state. The memory is that charged. I hold her close and wait for her to calm down. But her reaction does not improve, it gets worse. She shakes violently as if electrified. Suddenly, bright light bursts in front of my eyes.
What?
Ow. Something flowing into me? I quickly let go of Labrys, but it does not fade away easily. Images I don't recognize float together in my head, one after another at incredible speeds. Whoa.
Are these Labrys's memories?
The torrent of data finally subsides. I analyze the data to find out what happened, and then I understand. It did not flow into me. This data was already dormant inside of me. I am the last number of the anti-shadow weapon project. I inherited all the data from the previous models of the same type, both tangible and intangible. Labrys's memories were part of it. Normally, the developers would not upload data into me that was unrelated to battle. But the Plume of Dusk is a black box. It is possible that something was transferred somehow through that. Thinking about it, that might have been the reason I thought I saw Labrys at the airport. My glimpse of the newly awakened Labrys caused my buried records of her appearance to be called. Perhaps that is what happened. Unfortunately, the memories I have just accessed are incomplete disarray. I can't just flip through it like an album. The video records were not in chronological order, making them useless in their current state. However, there was one memory that left an impression on me. The sea. That cerulean sky and lingering clouds, the emerald blue water. All of the other memories are of cold mechanical rooms or the night sky, but this one is different.
What was that just now? Huh?
Labrys staggers as she stands up. Before I can ask her anything, she abruptly shakes me off and runs out of the classroom.
Wait!
I try to chase after her, but after only a few steps, I tripped over my own feet. The information overload has prevented me from making any sudden movements. I fight through it, dragging what feels like several times the weight of my legs when...
Are you sure you want to take that girl out of here?
Whoa! I stumble to a stop and look around, searching for the hidden speaker.
This is the only place she can fit in. No one will understand her once she steps outside. But she can't become human either. So she has no other choice but to wallow in this illusory school. Pitiable, isn't she? But this is the only way she can be happy.
Whoa. Okay.
Are you going to take that from her?
I stop suddenly, realizing the answer to my question, and catch my breath in my throat. His voice. It's mine.
What will you do after you take her from here? Lock her up in a box again? How cruel. No wonder she ran away. Ran away? What are you... You don't mean... You finally figured it out? Labrys wasn't brought here by some sinister mastermind. She escaped on her own and came here.
What?
That can't be. The suspects in the hijacking case... I'm sure you've seen the opponents you fought so far robbed of their sanity. Have you forgotten already? You're saying that was Labrys's doing too? Yes. Her heart gave birth to this world, and that power is one of her abilities, from some special equipment. With a power like that, wouldn't it be simple to control a number of ordinary people?
It's true that the hijackers were confused and that they were and that there were signs of some mental interference.
It does seem strange to go to so much trouble to come to a place like this. If she did in fact do this, then she must face herself. What gives you the right to say that?
Suddenly, the tone of her voice changes. She speaks very gently, like a parent correcting a child.
You've experienced suffering before, too. It pains you to have a heart, knowing that you can never be human.
Love is so dead!
Even if there was someone you considered to be worth fighting for, you can't be a real companion to them.
Oh my god.
That's why you chose to protect them as a weapon. But in the end, you still lost them. What do you know about me? Mere words will not cause me to abandon hope. A brave bluff. But a tool like yourself can never be a true partner for a human.
Oh my god.
Doesn't your heart yearn to be by their side and to be in love? It hurts so much that I wish I could go back to how I was before I gained a heart. Has that really never once crossed your mind? I think not. That pain will never completely disappear. It will always fester inside you. Isn't that right? Even if you take Lapras away, the same will happen to her. She'll become just like you. Is that a fate you want for her? You see, here you can have anything, as long as you look away from the truth. That doesn't just go for Lapras, but for you too. Even the things you have lost forever. Here, you can have them back. What are you?
I cut myself off, realizing that I'm becoming fascinated with the voice. This isn't good. I cannot let the voice deceive me. I must get its speaker in my sights first. I carefully attune myself to the source of the voice and quickly turn in that direction. But that person standing there is me. Or rather, something that looks like me. At first, I think that the overload is still affecting my sensors, but that is not the case.
I'll take away your suffering. Now, take my hand, Aigis.
I smile and extend my hand. I feel sick. This is very confusing. I don't know what to do. My mind advises caution, but my heart doesn't listen. But all of a sudden, a door opens in the corner.
Pardon my interruption of this seemingly trivial conversation.
What? What are you doing here? Okay. This unexpected event brings me back to reality, and I realize that I was nearly seduced by its promises. On a second look, I can see a woman beyond the doorframe. That distinctive blue dress. I recognized the attire of an elevator girl. Her name was Elizabeth-san, I believe. But why is she here? Elizabeth walked right in and stands in the center of the room. There's nothing nothing outwardly abnormal about her pose, but it is as imposing as a battle stance. She opens her thick leather-bound book, then smiles dauntlessly at the other me.
Excuse me, but I would like a word with this lady over here. Would you mind leaving?
Who are you?
If you don't leave the two of us, I must resort to giving you a hearty thrashing with my book. It's a hardcover, leather-bound edition, and is quite powerful. Enough to do over 4 digits on average, I'd
What?
say.
Without warning, the pages from the open book overflow with light.
What? I don't believe this.
The other me's face flinches in pain, and she vanishes into thin air while spitting a curse. Did she cease to exist? I can no longer pick up any readings on her. The tension leaves my body and I collapse to the ground. While I am there, Elizabeth walks towards me. I first met her 2 years ago. Her attire is somewhat strange, but the place I met her was even stranger. A blue room. That is the only way to describe that mystical space. Its residents called it the Velvet Room. I do not believe it is at all part of the real world. There, Elizabeth was one who governs power. She helped me to grow spiritually by introducing me to the power of personas. I never imagined that she would leave that room, let alone that I would run into her here. Yet her appearance here has saved me.
I'm sorry for that. Thank you for saving me.
Did I save you?
She stares straight at me, then lets out a long sigh of disappointment.
I was on a journey for personal reasons. But I sensed some extraordinary powers clashing against each other and came to see what all the fuss was about. Only to be met with this bitter disappointment.
I am baffled by her candidness.
Please stand. Have you already forgotten the enlightenment you gained before me once? Has it escaped your prodigious goldfish-like memory?
What?
It seems that I must once again ascertain what you are truly capable of.
No! No! No, 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 no! 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 What? No! She speaks in tones as if she's engaging in everyday conversation and opens her leather-bound book again. I suddenly feel the deadly force of her intent, fierce as a gust of wind. Something about me has disappointed her. I know that much. But I clearly have no time to ask her what it is.
Well, here goes. The cards will decide your fate.
Now I have to fight Elizabeth? Where is this going? Oh boy. 20 retries later. The lethal elevator attendant. Dear God.
Final.
Okay.
Light damage.
Here is some fire.
Won't you have some?
Athena, we're seeing.
Ah!
Please don't hold your sword in the floor.
Oh my God! Hit her! Damn it! Ugh.
From this moment, persona card. Memento mori.
Okay. Okay. You know what, to tell you the truth, I was sitting here and I'm like, when are we gonna see Elizabeth again?
Welcome.
Now I wish we didn't.
Very well.
Now I really wish we really didn't. The lethal elevator attendant.
Final. Fight.
And superior.
Fuck you.
Let's change things up.
Okay. No! What? Oh my God. Okay. Excellent.
Well done.
Elizabeth stands from her kneeling position. Though she lost, she did not so much as break a sweat. While I, for my part, am detecting strain on my entire drive system. I could see myself lacking the energy to even speak, reflected in Elizabeth's clear eyes.
You are indeed neither man nor any ordinary machine. You are truly singular. But then can anyone be said to be the same as anybody else? People anguish over the gulf between themselves and others, and the lack of any who could possibly understand them. How is their situation different from yours? What defines life is not death, but bonds. That is the answer you once reached. Then take that to heart and go forth. Remember that your bonds will remain unbroken, giving you the strength to withstand any suffering.
My bonds?
I, too, am currently on an endless journey, but I anticipate that you will become a compatriot of mine, unbound by the limitations of time. I hope that you will not be led astray by trivial things. With that, I bid you good luck.
Elizabeth bows and finally shows me her smile. Immediately after, she turns on one heel and walks towards the hallway. I suddenly remember.
There are rules to this tournament delineating behavior after a match.
Such parlor tricks can get stuffed. I shall be on my way.
I don't care. I'm just gonna leave. Oh, good old Liz. I love Elizabeth. True to her word, I hope she's in Persona 5. True to her word, she leaves the room with no trouble and closes the door with exaggerated slam. Those walls were nothing to her. But come to think of it, Labrys didn't seem subject to those rules either. Do they only apply to participants in the tournament? No, in Elizabeth's case, it simply does not matter to her.
She remains a complete enigma.
She always will. I find it amusing, which allows me to feel more relaxed.
It may be true that this world can grant one's true desire. But I want Labrys to see past herself to a world where other people matter. Even if one discards their bonds to avoid pain, all that awaits is a numb, desert-like future with no promise. I thought as she did once, so I'm sure I can understand her.
I too felt the same way as Labrys when I went through an incredible, trying ordeal. If there's no one to stretch out their hand to her, she'll hide herself deeper within her blockade. Labrys has fallen into a trap she cannot escape on her own. That is because the key to extricating oneself is the realization that one is not alone.
I want to form a bond with Labrys, with my sister. I want to teach her things that she cannot learn if she is alone.
Saying it out loud helps to strengthen my resolve. I change my approach and focus on searching for a way to save her. Still, that thing that looked like me. Was that what Naoto-san meant by a shadow going berserk? My own shadow. Thinking of it, the way sheds some light on things. Of course I can control my persona and have some tolerance for this world, but the heart cannot easily be stabilized. If the same thing happened to Labrys, I suddenly realized the dangers involved. I impatiently suppress these thoughts and dash out to the hallway. Oh boy. Ow. I follow the path formed by the invisible walls. Eventually, I climb the stairway to the 3rd floor. There seems to be no walls here, allowing me to go as I please. I can tell the end is near, so I prepare myself. Soon I stand in front of a room that has a sign outside saying, "Announcement Room." The door is half open. I can sense someone inside. I cautiously press up against the door and peek around it. This is an announcement room as the sign indicated, but the space inside is much larger than the classrooms I have seen. The equipment here is also closer to that of a TV studio than what would be found in a school. On top of that, the back wall is made of glass, showing a view that is clearly not a schoolyard. Taken together, this is the first distinct sign that this is not the real world. As suspected, Labrys is here, standing in the middle of the room. There is also another boy and girl as well. The girl is holding Labrys' shoulders, and the boy stands in front of the pair, protecting them. Across them is General Teddy. It seems this is the end of the line. Yosuke! I've seen the boy's face in the video. Yosuke Hanamura-san, I believe. I am not familiar with the girl's face, but I do recognize her distinctive voice. It's the same voice that has been commentating on the fights along with the General Teddy on the school PA. From the tone of the commentating, I thought she was working with the General, but right now she seems to be on Yosuke's side and Labrys' side. I recall what Chie-san told me. Chie-san said that she, Rize-san, was originally their friend, in which case she may actually be another victim. General Teddy gives a cruel smile, squints his eyes, and speaks.
What a shame. You gave it a try, but there's no way anyone would understand you. Huh?
General Teddy's voice and tone have undergone a remarkable change. Listening closely, this voice is... so it finally reveals its true form.
At least one of them has to understand how I feel. Isn't that what you thought? The important part is that it's all your fault. That's not true. You still refuse to remember? Look at me, and stop deluding yourself.
Dun dun dun! To be continued.
I am a shadow. The true self. No way. She has my face.
But the face is the only thing that is the same. The rest of her body is covered in metal. There's no doubt that it is man-made. Labrys lets out a short scream and backs up.
Stop! I'm not like that!
Calm down. It's just taking that form to agitate you.
Yosuke is frantically trying to calm a confused Labrys. It's just taking the form to agitate you. That's what he says, but is that really the case? I have my own suspicions.
No! Taking that form, huh? Well, you have a point. I do have the power to confuse people's senses, warp what they're seeing, twist what they're hearing.
That's how you made my senpai fight each other.
Of the things you're seeing right now, which do you think is real and which is fake?
The former General Teddy. No, Labrys' shadow breaks out into a grin. Labrys, meanwhile, is cringing in fear as she holds onto Yosuke's sleeve.
No, I'm not like you. I'm human, aren't I?
Huh? What do you mean?
I can see that Yosuke does not know how to answer the sudden question.
And how did I come to have these special powers? Why, it's because I have them.
Oh. At once, static like... Hold on 1 second. At once, static like that on a poorly tuned TV starts appearing around Labrys's and slowly envelops her. I enhance my vision. Nothing is happening to Labrys's body. It was my own vision that was clouded, or had been until now. Soon after the noise dissipates, an inhuman-looking girl is standing in her place.
Huh? A robot?
Metallic arms and legs extend from her uniform. Thrusters on her back spread like wings. It's just as I thought. Her body is identical to that of the shadow in front of her.
Look, that's what she really looks like. It's her who's been deceiving you all from the start. Not only you, but herself, too. She really thinks that she's a human living a normal life at school. To reinforce her make-believe as real, she prevented herself from accessing any memories that could contradict that. She even sealed away her own name. No! Stop! Why are you doing this? Kindly hurry up and remember me. Remember yourself. It's pretty rude of you to even forget your own name. No! I don't want to remember! Huh. Is that so? Looks like you still need an extra push.
The shadow grins evilly and swings the enormous axe at Labrys, or actually at Yosuke-san.
Yosuke-senpai!
Before the axe can complete its arc, I am already in action. I must intervene. Neither Labrys, in shock at seeing her true form, nor Yosuke-san or Rise-san are prepared for the attack.
What the?
I deflect the strike with the metallic part of my arm. It was heavier than I anticipated. The battle axe is a giant lump of metal that blocks most of my vision.
A girl? Wait, you're a robot too?
I turn my head to Labrys and look straight into her shocked eyes.
You must remember, that is the only way the future will open up to you. You must accept it, no matter how painful it may be.
I tell her name in a clear voice. Her official name, which includes something no human has, a model number.
Your true name is 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labrys.
Labrys quivers violently as if an invisible arrow had pierced her chest. And to be continued! Damn it!
Welcome to the Velvet
Woo!
Room.
Labrys'
This
story
place
is
exists
available
between
now.
Dream and reality, mind and matter. Now then,
Interesting.
why don't you introduce
So,
yourself?
okay, so that means... Alright, so we did Aigis' story, so I think the next one will be either Akihiko or Mitsuru. Either one. So, we're getting close, guys! We're getting close, and the story's actually starting to make sense now, and the pieces are getting there in a way.
This is a space.
Oh my
that
god.
Only those who have
So
can one way or
excited. So I
another
hope you
enter
guys
into
enjoyed
a contract
Aigis'
may
story.
enter.
I'll be
In your
back with
daily
either
life,
Akihiko's
you
or
subconsciously
Mitsuru's,
heard the
depending on
call
which
to
one.
awaken, and
See
you
you then.
chose to follow the destiny of your inner